Players are playing in the finals as well. Those who have represented their respective teams in the semi-finals. This is going to be a very good contest as both the teams are equally balanced. They are having good bowlers, good batsmen, but only concern for both the teams is their fielding, as both the teams have dropped at least 3 to 4 catches in the semi-finals, and definitely the captain will be looking for the corrections in the finals. So let's see what is going to happen out in the middle as the umpires are taking the charge at the center. Vaman Maikar doing the role of main umpire. Along with him, Sadguru Naik at the square leg region. So requesting the 12th man of Kudneshwar kindly Omkar to start the proceedings in the first over. And man on strike is none other than Sanam Salgaonkar, popularly known as Kaka. So Kaka on the striking end, Shaba at the non-striker's end. These are the nicknames which are kept with love for these players, and the original names are Sanam and Audumbar. Sanam Salgaonkar on the striking end. Here we go with the umpire's call. Let's play the finals. Omkar with the ball, left arm round the stumps. The final is about to begin, and here we go. First delivery equally well played along the ground. A bounce to reach towards the mid-off. No chance of any run. And even Sanam doesn't bother to take singles much as he deals the cricket tennis ball in sixes and boundaries. So far he was quiet in the semi-finals, has done a good job in the league matches. Weighted onto his back foot. Change in pace. There's a fielder inact at the wide-ish gully at the boundary line. A single to open the account. So with this, score is 1 on the scorecard. And that single brings Audumbar alias Shaba at the striker's end. So definitely there will be some different strategies for Shaba, as he is a very shrewd batsman, doesn't go really after the ball on every occasion. He's a smart cricketer, tries to find the vacant areas so that a ball rolls along the carpet out of the boundary rope. So that is the strategy, that is the strength of Shaba. Let's see what he can do now. Lower full toss, finds the gap. This is what I was talking about. Boundary knows his capacity and capability. So trying to get those vacant areas. And a boundary takes the total to 5. So that boundary definitely will bring some fielders, some more fielders in that area to fill up the gap. So let's see, is it going to work for Kudneshwar, or still the gap will be pierced by Shaba. Meanwhile, the power play is on, and first power shot has come from the bat of Audumbar. Switch hit, no connection, proper connection. Ball rolls towards the short third man area. If Shaba has to connect, then definitely one more boundary would have been on. Good attempt. Nonetheless, first over in progress. 5 on the board. Another low full toss plays. There's a chance of a catch. Keeper Dattaraj, the big guy, just in number 10, takes the ball in his hand, and the first wicket is back to the pavilion at the score of 5. So Shaba, in a hunt of getting a boundary, manages to take the ball on the leading edge of the bat. Ball tosses up in the air, and a complete safe catch has been taken by the Turaj behind the stumps. So first wicket back to the pavilion, and that brings Jivit at the striker's end. So as per the modern rules, even the batsmen have even crossed each other or at the ends. The switch is not considered as per the modern rules, and a new batsman will be at the striker's end. Short pitch delivery, equally well played, but equally well fielded by none other than Rajat at the short fine leg. A dot ball to end the first successful over, I must say. After completion of one, score is 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. So Deepak to continue and to deliver in the second power play over. As the cricket game continues, some modern things have been implemented, some modern words are introduced, and the updated version of batsman is the better. As women are also playing at the high level. Meanwhile, a switch, I won't say it as a switch. This is a perfect reverse shot attempted, as there's no switch in the grip. That is the difference between switch and the reverse. So reverse hit was attempted, no connection, leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. Good start by Deepak in the second over. Another swing and a miss. Sanam Salgaonkar trying to get the connection. But ball is been pitched in the areas that makes it difficult to connect. Consecutive dot balls bowled by a shrewd bowler. Deepak continuing from Mandavi end. Came down the track, wanted to hit more of a tennis racket shot. But a consecutive third dot ball bowled by Deepak. Definitely having a strong shoulders that helps Deepak to generate the pace that is required off the deck. Second power play is on, 5 for the loss of 1 wicket and 3 dot balls in this over. But look at the swing of Sanam. If he connects, then definitely it is going to be another reverse attempted. There's a appeal as Deepak has seen Sanam going for the reverse, delivers towards the leg stump, resulting in the 4th dot ball. But these dot balls will not matter for Sanam because he knows just a matter of a connection. If he gets the connection right, then definitely he is going to score enough runs for his team. This is the first connection. There's a fielder running. Is he going to catch? No. But we have to wait for umpire's signal. As it looks to be, the ball has been stopped inside the boundary rope. No signal from the umpire, says. And the signal has come now, waving his hand across. 4 runs from the bat of Sanam, so total moves to 9. And now the final delivery of the second power play. Can Sanam get some runs on this final delivery? So maybe Rajat was checking the field placement. Reverse, and now the connection is done. Ball goes way past the miles of the boundary rope, and that is a 6. Convincing shot to conclude a scoring over for Bodgeshwar. After 2, score is 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. Is been given to Nilesh. Nilesh with the ball, and the man on strike is the batsman who have come at number 3 position, Jivit, on the striking end. So definitely Sanam getting some form in the finals. Could not do much in the semi-finals, but striking a 6 and a boundary into the finals, gaining the momentum, and now after completion of 2, score is 15. So exactly 7.5 is the current run rate of Sri Bodgeshwar. And Nilesh with the ball. So I think the match ball has been found, and the same ball will be taken to continue the further. Meanwhile, here we go with the 3rd over. Jivit onto the striking end. Nilesh the bowler. Lower full toss, nails down onto his knee, takes the front foot forward, plays a sweep shot to connect it towards the mid wicket for a single, and that brings Sanam onto the striking end. Definitely all the eyes will be on Sanam. Let's see whether he can connect, whether he can take the advantage of that breeze that is coming from the offside towards the leg. Nilesh, having some plan for Sanam, knows the importance of this wicket. Right arm over the stumps. Low full toss, well played along the carpet towards the long off for a single. Sanam also knows that he has to hang on till the end to get some decent total in the finals, so that the later batsman gets the liberty to go really after the bowler. So let's see what will be the strategy from the fielding side from here on. Another low full toss. There's a wonderful strike. Wanted to hit the ball through the cow corner. Slight fumble from Sumesh, but no harm done. Good throw towards the far end. And another single to take the total to 18. So far, Sanam is quiet in this over. Strong strike. What a heave. Connects the ball perfectly to post 6 runs on the scoreboard. That sixer takes the total furthermore to 24. That is a beautiful strike over the cow corner. Ball has been pitched way outside the off stump. Leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. Wide is the signal from the main umpire Vaman Mayakar. And with that, extra score moves to 25. That's the quarter century. Reverse attempted to the perfection. Ball goes over the 3rd man boundary for a biggie. With that big 6, score moves to 31. 31 into the 3rd over, and Sri Bodgeshwar are back on the track. A Yorker that has been bowled, appeal, and it's given by the umpire. It was rather caught behind, ball kissing the edge of the bat, travelling to the keeper before Sanam could depart. He has done his job. 31 on the board after the completion of 3. Run rate boosted to 10 runs per over. Salgaonkar, elder brother, walks out in the middle among the two brothers that are playing for the side. Sadanand Sagarkar, nicknamed Sada, as well as Rocky, is at the non-striker's end. Mahesh, the man of the match of the semi-finals, has been promoted as far as bowling is concerned. He has bowled the last over, the only over in the semi-finals, and defended 12 runs. Have taken 2 wickets that have made him man of the match. Now let's see what he is up to. Bowling the 4th over. Lovely delivery, equally well played, but straight to the cover point fielder. No chance of any run. A dot ball to start with. Switch it attempted. Going away from the fielders. Ball racing towards the boundary rope. Definite effort but could not save. Deepak was in the chase. Boundary taking the total to 35. So that is the first strike from the bat of Jivit. Switch it into act and connects it perfectly to raise the ball over the gully area for a boundary. 35 on the board. Another good looking drive straight down the ground towards the long on area to get a single to rotate the strike. That brings Sadanand on the striking end. So definitely, as the new men have arrived at the striking end, some different strategies applied by Mahesh to Sada. Sada came down the track, leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. This is well bowled by Mahesh. Maybe Sada was expecting for a leg cutter. Eventually, a quick one was delivered. Another short pitch delivery, equally well played, but only to the fielder. And that concludes one more dot ball. So consecutive dot balls bowled by Mahesh. Sada on the striking end. Plays watchfully, drives the ball towards the wide-ish long off area. 2 is the call. They are running for the second. Throw at the striker's end. But a good running, quick feet makes second run quite comfortable. So after the completion of 4, score is 38 for the loss of 2 wickets. The inning is complete. 4 overs completed. 38 on the board. Two big fish out back to the dugout. Audumbar and Sanam Salgaonkar. Nilesh to continue from the road end. Right arm over the stumps. Jivit on the striking end. 24 legal deliveries are remaining in this inning. So let's see what the total is going to be posted after the completion of the inning. Meanwhile, fifth over starts with a dot ball. Jivit has been promoted up the order. Another low full toss. No proper connection. Ball goes for a troll towards the mid wicket. Good fielding by the fielder at the deep. And a single that takes the total to 39. Another strike, the chance of a catch. Is the fielder going to take it? Yes. And at the third wicket, back to the pavilion. Sada Sagalkar could not connect right from the middle of the bat. Manages to take the outer half of the bat. Ball travels miles in the air before received safely by the fielder at the point area. Third wicket back to the pavilion at the score of 39. And Nav Amrut is promoted at the right position. As four overs are remaining, 3 wickets down, more 7 wickets remaining with Sri Bodgeshwar team. So this is the right opportunity, right occasion for Amrut to walk out in the middle. Let's see whether Amrut can continue with the same form that he have produced so far in this tournament. Having a close look at the match ball before he takes the striking end. And a success for Nilesh in this over. Another good strike. Low full toss has got the treatment. And 6 runs on the board. With the 6 score moves to 45. So meanwhile, that's a wonderful strike. A reverse, not reverse, switch it. In fact, ball goes second time out of the boundary rope. Aerially to post another 6 runs. That sixer takes the total to 51. 50 up for Sri Bodgeshwar in the 5th over. Final delivery of the 5th over, 51 on the board. Plays watchfully, a pitch but away from the fielder. Ball has been hit towards the mid wicket to get a single on the final delivery. And with that, score moves to 52. So after completion of 5, 52 for the loss of 3 wickets. So meanwhile, a short break that we can see as the fluids have been provided for the fielding team. Definitely planning some strategies as some fielders have gathered together. Let's see who is going to bowl. Viraj is bowling from Mandavi River end. Sixth over in progress. 3 overs left in this inning. And Amrut on the striking end. So here we go with the next over. Another good cut shot to get 4 runs. With that boundary score moves to 56. In the 6th over. Pacey delivery equally well played. Ball rolling onto the legs, travelling towards the short fine leg area. Meanwhile, a single takes the total to 57. So definitely, Sri Bodgeshwar is nicely moving to post a big total. Looks to be from here on, as only 3 wickets are down, 7 wickets intact, and Amrut and Jivit out in the middle. Another good delivery. Hint of a leg cutter, equally well fielded by Rajat behind the keeper. So finally a dot ball to be seen after a halt. So far 5 runs in this over, followed by a dot ball. Again a good delivery. Jivit not really able to understand what is going to come out of the hand of Viraj. Sometimes it off cutter, sometimes leg cutter, sometimes quicker ones. Another swing and a miss. Another story continues of the dot ball. This dot ball definitely will curtail the huge score from happening, and definitely will boost the confidence of the fielding side. So let's see what is going to happen out, as there are ups and downs. This is little, the meter is come down of a scoring machine of Sri Bodgeshwar in this over, courtesy couple of dot balls. Meanwhile, a lovely strike. Let's see if it is being caught. Nilesh takes it on the couple of juggle. And the 4th wicket back to the pavilion. Jivit could not do much before he comes back, but he made a partnership with Amrut to study the innings. So Amrut will be at the striking end as the catch was taken, and the new batsman will be at the non-striker's end. Mahesh, the bowler. Mahesh to continue from the roadside end. So finally the play resumes after a halt as a change of willow for the batter. 57 on the board, 2 overs remaining in this inning. There is a wonderful strike, ball racing towards the wideish long off area. Good throw, but meanwhile couple of runs for Amrut. And this couple of runs takes the total to 59. So a lot of advices are also coming out from the dugout for Amrut as well as his partner. Low full toss, there was a chance of getting some runs. Missed by Amrut, but it is not missed by the umpire. Wide is the signal from Vaman Maikar. A run to be added, that takes the total to 60. So definitely Amrut will be looking to get some runs as he is capable of getting those boundaries and the sixes. Let's see what he does. Another low full toss. This is a better connection, but the ball has been hit miles in there and safely taken by Sumesh at the mid-wicket area. Fall of a wicket, wicket number 5th, back to the pavilion. So new man in is Amrut. Back to the pavilion and replacing Amrut is Gaurish. Gaurish at the striker's end. So let's see what is going to happen out in the middle. Second last over in progress. 60 on the board. Another swing. Ball takes the leading edge. Datturaj under the ball. And he is not the person who is going to drop. 6th wicket, back to the pavilion. Gaurish could not do much. So new man in is Mahesh Sakarkar, left-handed batsman on the striking end. Three legal deliveries remaining in this over, and one more over to be bowled after this over. Reverse in attempt, both the fielder looking at each other. As the ball drops in no man's land, there was a chance of a catch, but only if the fielder was quick onto his feet, then definitely it could have been held. Meanwhile, the hat-trick has been missed by Mahesh, but what a performance by Mahesh with the ball. Good deliveries continuing from the roadside end. So far, score is 61 for the loss of 6 wickets. Short pitch delivery and a bang onto the back foot. Ball travelled the distance much more than the initial one. Sixer takes the total to 67. Thank you, DJ. Another good strike, but along the carpet, straight towards the long off area. A fumble, 2 is the call. Good throw, direct hit, but looks to be Mahesh is safe. And in the bargain, they have scored 3 runs. These 3 runs takes the team total to 70. So after completion of 7 overs, exactly 10 runs per over is the run rate. Score moves to 70 for the loss of 6 wickets. So now the final over of the inning. Viraj to deliver. So fielders also taking a lot of time before they could deliver. Maybe want to slow down the pace of the inning. These are some of the strategies that are applied by the champion captains as well. Low full toss in the bargain of delivering a flighted delivery. Hands on the head of Viraj said it all. Boundary from the bat of Suharsh. And that boundary takes the total to 74. Last 5 deliveries remaining in this inning. Leg spin and a clean bowled. Suharsh back to the pavilion after striking a boundary. 7th wicket down at the score of 74. So meanwhile, I think DJ is finding the tracks to be played into the finals. Meanwhile, 1 more wicket down and Sadev Kandolkar with the bat will be at the striker's end. So here we go. Clean bowled, lovely delivery from Viraj. A leg spin to take the wicket and get rid of Suharsh. Meanwhile, reverse is the shot that was attempted. In fact, it was a switch hit and a single in form of leg by. With that, team total moves to 75. And that brings the left-handed batsman on the striking end. This is going to be an interesting contest as a leg spinner delivering from the Mandavi end and left-handed batsman on the striking end. Can Mahesh strike a sixer or a boundary? Let's see what happens out in the middle. Meanwhile, a strike along the carpet. There's a fielder in act. A slight fumble. Odd bounce for Sumesh as the ball approaches to him. A boundary takes the total to 79. Two legal deliveries are remaining in this final over of the inning. A boundary takes the total to 79. Another good delivery, equally well played again towards the same fielder. Sumesh gathers the ball, twists the call. Sadev at the striker's end. And finally leaves the crease to give strike to his partner. Sacrifices his wicket for the team. First delivery goes for a single. Sumesh takes a single and brings a Viraj on the striking end. Mahesh Sakalkar alias Malinga is bowling the first power play over. Second delivery goes as a dot delivery. Another good Yorker. There is a definite appeal denied by the mid umpire as there was a lot of gap between bat and ball. So dot balls continues. Good bowling from Mahesh continues. Meanwhile, a good strike into the gap over the head of the bowler as well as the circle. And a boundary to connect from Viraj. That boundary takes the total to 5. Again cuts the ball towards the short third man. Moreover, a deep sleep, I must say. Sanam Salgaonkar, the man in act, stops the ball. Meanwhile, a single takes the total to 6. Meanwhile, a wide is Yorker, but outside the guideline. A wide is the signal from the umpire that posts an extra on the scorecard. And score moves to 7. Low full toss, wanted to guide the ball towards the square leg area, not getting the proper connection. Slight fumble, but equally backed up by a Jivit from a square leg area. And a couple of runs to complete over number 1. After completion of 1, score is 9 without any loss of wicket. Tushar Kandolkar with the ball. Going to bowl the second power play over. So far, Mahesh is not able to provide the necessary breakthrough for his side. And now the captain has decided to give the responsibility to Sadev alias Tushar. Meanwhile, a good delivery, Yorker. Toe breaker. Meanwhile, a throw away from the fielder. Equally well backed up by Amrut. Definite, you have to take your chances as the breakthrough is not yet provided. So meanwhile, a single, and with that, Sumesh on the striking end. Total moves to 10. Bodgeshwar in a hunt of a big throw, and batting team in a hunt of the runs. Contest good, challenge is on. Another good delivery, wanted to pull the ball, not getting proper elevation. Manages to hit the ball towards the player. Meanwhile, resulting in a dot ball. So meanwhile, next delivery has been called as a wide delivery. So getting the pressure of taking a wicket may have deviated Sadev Kandolkar. Meanwhile, Sumesh, shrewd batsman on the striking end, leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. A wide takes the total to 11. Another good strike, straight down the ground along the carpet. Fielder in act, Amrut Vellekar fails, throws it back to Sadev. Meanwhile, another single takes the total to 12. So steady start by Kudneshwar. But as one of the batsmen will accelerate to get some runs, and a big heave. But no connection allows the ball to travel safely to the keeper. But the good thing for the batting team is that all the 10 wickets are intact with the down the leg stump, wanted to flick the ball. If he had to connect the ball sweetly, then definitely the ball would have raced towards the boundary at the square leg. Meanwhile, wide is the signal from the main umpire. That wide takes the total to 13. Another good strike. Played watchfully, drives the ball straight down the ground for a single. Good batting approach by the openers. Knows this is a 8-over match, and in the tennis ball, once the ball is slightly older compared to the new one, then the ball travel the distance much more compared to the brand new. So that's why. Meanwhile, a lovely strike onto his back foot. Ball going away from the fielder. Jivit runs and stops the ball from crossing the fence. Meanwhile, couple of runs added to the total. And with those couple of runs, score moves to 16. So after completion of 2 overs, 16 without any loss of wicket, moving at the run rate of 8 runs per over. Inning will be bowled by none other than Mahesh Sakarkar Malinga of Goa, playing for his home team. Another good delivery, slightly fuller, equally well played, straight down the ground. The ball have missed the umpire on its way, and a single to bring the total to 17. So Sumesh on the striking end, definitely with a plan, playing safely. Slightly shorter in the length, but way outside the off stump. Wide is the signal, and this extra takes the total furthermore to 18. More 65 runs required. Third over in progress, 5 overs to be bowled after this over. Good looking strike. Fielder under the ball, only to watch the ball sailing past him. Lovely strike from the bat of Sumesh. That a sixer takes the total furthermore to 24. So sixer from the bat of Sumesh, 24 on the board. Wanted to play a square drive, not getting the proper connection. Wide is the signal from main umpire. Wide takes the total to 25. Again a good pacey delivery, correcting the line and length. Mahesh Sakalkar. Finally, a dot ball has been considered in this over. Again plays watchfully towards the cover point region. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball. Meanwhile, a single to take the total to 26. Again played watchfully. Drives the ball towards the mid-wicket area. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball. Another single. This single takes the total to 27. So 56 runs required from here on. And more 5 overs to be bowled after this over. Another strike into this covers. Fielder from the sweeper gets the ball. And a single to conclude over number 3. So after completion of 3, score is 28. And all 10 wickets are intact with the team. Thank you, DJ. Meanwhile, we welcome the chief guest for the final day, Mrs. Asmita Sandesh Kerkar, ex-deputy mayor of CCP and present corporator of CCP. We welcome you, madam. Requesting any club member kindly escort the chief guest in the pendle. So meanwhile, again, a love beautiful drive, play safely to take a single. And this single post the total to 29. Tushar alias Sahadev Kandolkar with the ball in his hand, left arm over the stumps. Strong hit from the bat of Viraj, fielder under the ball, and the first wicket back to the pavilion. First wicket goes down in the 4th over, and a lucky escape for Sahadev Kandolkar. Otherwise, definitely there would have been little damage as the throw had come from the boundary rope. First wicket back to the pavilion at the score of 29. So meanwhile, a new man in is Rajat, and what a end for Rajat to come at the strikers. As a left-handed batsman will be at the striker's end to the left-handed bowler, and this is going to be a very good contest as Rajat is also a very hard-hitting batsman, sensible batsman, knows when to hit. Let's see what is going to happen out in the middle. Sahadev to Rajat. Oh my dear, full toss delivery. Meanwhile, couple of runs and a raise appraisal of right hand of the mid umpire with the help of the square leg umpire. Immediately it is declared as a no ball, illegal delivery, and look at the pressure that Sahadev has taken, as you have seen, left-handed batsman on the striking end. 3 runs and a free hit. This 3 runs takes the total to 32. Pacey delivery, equally well played. What a hit! Taking the advantage of the breeze. Ball travels the distance over the mid-wicket, and that is a better looking shot from the bat of none other than Rajat. Score moves to 38. Thank you, DJ. Sadev feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. Rajat. Low full toss again, gives the direction, and that consecutive second sixer from the bat of Rajat to take the total to Virender Sehwag, that is 44. So 44 on the board into the fourth over. Target is of 83 runs, and definitely more than half of the target has been achieved by Kudneshwar. Short pitch delivery again, a wonderful strike and a hat-trick of sixes from Rajat. What a player. 50 up for Kudneshwar with that hat-trick of the six. So 3 sixes from this fourth over. As the left-handed batsmen have come at this strike, Tushar could not hold his nerve. Decides to go round the stumps. Last delivery has been played watchfully back to the bowler. But the damage has been done. 50 up for Kudneshwar after the half of the innings. That is completion of 4 overs, and definitely there will be some fluids for the players after the completion of 4. Score is 50 for the loss of 1 wicket. So now Raja is at the non-striker's end. Amrut Vellekar with the ball from the roadside end. And the opener Sumesh, jersey number 7, at the striker's end. 50 is the total on the board after completion of 4 overs. And the hitting continues as a wonderful strike over the point fielder. Good fielding by Sadanand. Meanwhile, they are running for the second. Chance was there for the run out if the throw has to be properly and quick. But a wonderful fielding effort by Sadanand. Couple of runs takes the total to 52. More 31 runs required from 23 legal deliveries. Change in pace, working for Amrut. Ball goes much slower than the previous one to the keeper. Second delivery goes as a dot delivery in the 5th over. And definitely some advices are for Sumesh from Rajat. Leaves the ball to travel safely to the keeper. It looks to be the wind is coming from behind the stumps, traveling all the way to long on. The dust that is coming out of the soil says everything. Meanwhile, a wide delivery, chance of a catch. Is it going to be caught? No, as the ball drops much ahead of the fielder. And with that, score moves to 54. And that brings the left-handed batsman onto the striking end. A strong guy, Rajat. He can clear any boundary quite comfortably. A team from Kudneshwar batting in the second innings to chase down the target of 83 runs. Right now they are 54, more 29 required, and 3 overs to be bowled after this over. So definitely some strategies happening out in the middle. In the middle of the over, captain having a word with his bowler as a where to deliver as left-handed batsmen have arrived at the striker's end, and we have seen the capacity of Rajat as hit 3 beautiful sixes in the previous over. And now taking the charge, walks down the track, plays the ball into the gap towards the short fine leg region to take a single and to bring Sumesh onto the striking end. That single takes the total to 55. 28 more required, and it looks to be the dugout of Kudneshwar are in a hurry to chase down the target, asking the batsman to hit one boundary or a six. So let's see whether the request is going to be accepted by the batsman. The time will tell us. Till then, another request have been heard. A catch. Wonderful effort to receive that catch. Has slipped before he could reach at the ball, but manages to take the catch properly. Sumesh back to the pavilion at the score of 55, 2 wickets down. So final delivery of the 5th over. Newman in Dattaraj on the striking end, and he is also capable of swinging the bat and connecting the ball. Plays watchfully towards the covers, takes a single. Are they going for the second? No chance, as Gaurish is quick enough to throw the ball at the bowler's end. A single to conclude over number 5. After completion of 5, score is 56 for the loss of 2 wickets. So 18 legal deliveries to go, 27 runs required. Suharsh with the ball, and Dattaraj on the striking end. Target looks to be quite easy compared to the batting abilities of Kudneshwar, but you never know. Cricket is said to be the game of uncertainties and low scoring matches. Whenever it is a ball a run required, a lot of drama happens out in the middle, and even the results have changed as the time has progressed. So let's see what is going to be approach of either team. 27 runs required from 18 deliveries, and 8 wickets in fact are with the batting team. Suharsh the bowler, right arm over the stumps from right arm round the stumps. In fact, right arm over the stumps from Mandavia end. Dattaraj taking his time before he takes his position at the striker's end. First delivery, wonderful strike, ball racing towards the cover point area. Lovely fielding by Amrut Vellekar. Stops the ball from crossing the fence, but could not stop a couple of runs. And these 2 runs takes the total to 58. More 25 runs required. So now definitely there's a slight change in the field placement. Requesting the net boys kindly help the organizers to carry on with this tournament. Don't place your ball inside the ground. Meanwhile, a wonderful strike from the bat of Dattaraj. As the leather ball has entered the ground, tennis ball goes out of the ground into the net area. And that sixer takes the total to 64. "64 on the board, 19 runs required. And now Suharsh decides to come round the stumps. Dattaraj on the striking end. Again a good strike onto his back foot, shuffling upright outside the off stump. What a hit! Consecutive sixes from Dattaraj as well. Can Dattaraj follow the footsteps of Rajat? The time will tell us. Has a chance of hitting a hat-trick of sixes. Meanwhile, that sixer takes the total to 70. Just 13 runs required for Kudneshwar. Can Dattaraj finish off in style? Whether Kudneshwar can get the victory in this over itself. A big pressure on Suharsh as 2 big sixes have come in the initial half of this over. Lovely delivery, well bowled in the proper direction, correcting his line and length. As the ball goes towards the short third man, a single is on, and that brings hard-hitting batsman Rajat on the striking end. Rajat definitely will be looking to get at least a sixer in the deliveries that are going to come. Still, he has a chance to finish off the match in a style. 12 runs required, 2 sixes required from here on. Can Rajat hit both the sixes? Whether is he capable of doing it in a style in this over itself? The time will tell us. Meanwhile, Suharsh waiting to deliver right arm round the stumps to the left-handed batsman. And some of the field placements are going on for the left-handed batsman, inviting to go in the gaps. Meanwhile, a good delivery considered by Suharsh. Final delivery of the 6th over. Rajat on the striking end. So it looks to be a sensible batting will continue as Rajat is not in a hurry. A fancy shot, kneels down onto his back leg and guides the ball aerially crossing the fence. Sixer to get 77 on the board. More 6 runs required, and now Dattaraj has the opportunity of finishing the match in a style. We are into the second last over. Only 6 runs required, and Dattaraj definitely will be aiming to finish on a very high note so that it is to be remembered at least for a year till the next edition, that everyone will say Dattaraj is the guy who has finished the match with a 6. Let's see whether Dattaraj can do it or the opportunity goes to his fellow mate. The time will tell us. Meanwhile, Rajat waiting for his opportunity at the non-striker's end. Dattaraj on the striking end. Amrut with the ball. Amrut is also a very shrewd bowler. Can Amrut get a wicket? Let's see what is going to happen. A wicket or a sixer? Swings the bat very hard. Rajat wanted a single. Meanwhile, a dot ball. 11 deliveries, 6 runs to get. Change of pace immediately by the bowler Amrut. Full pitch delivery, big heave. Ball has been struck into the gap away from the fielder. Good fielding at the boundary rope. Meanwhile, couple of runs. More 4 runs required. Rajat has the opportunity now again to finish off in a style. Let's see whether Rajat is a stylish personality. And he does. What a player to finish off the finals with a bang, with a big 6. Congratulations, Kudneshwar, all the way from Kudnek village, Sankli, winning the first edition of CC Boys, organized at Campal grounds in the evening on the day of Monday, and Monday belongs to Kudneshwar.